What's going on, guys? This is Pedram coming to you from Pedram TV, and today in this video I want to talk about why sex and porn addiction isolates the hell out of you. It disconnects you from reality, disconnects you from God, disconnects you from other people, disconnects you from yourself, and disconnects you from everything. You become lonely, depressed, anxious person, and things get worse day by day. How do I know? Because I was one myself. Addiction really does kill, and it really demoralizes you, and it really not a good problem to have. And in this video, I want to talk about why it isolates you and hopefully give you some of the solution to help you overcome your addiction and break free and get your freedom back, have choice, be able to create the life you love, whether that is health, happiness, contentment, career, love, relationship, whatever that might be. I'm here to help you overcome it. So why do porn and sex addiction, or in fact any kind of addiction, isolates you? In this case, if you're suffering from any kind of sexual addiction, you can no longer tolerate, or you can no longer deal with the opposite sex, because the opposite sex becomes a drug for you. So if, let's say, for example, you are a man and you see a woman you really like, you cannot connect with her, because seeing her is like you seeing a drug. You won't be able to communicate with her, you won't be able to relate with her on a human level, and all you're doing is sexualizing her, using her for your object of your fantasy, objectifying her. That's all you're doing. You cannot connect with her. It's like a crack addict see crack. If you have a sexual addiction and you see a opposite sex, that's what you are getting. You can no longer communicate, talk, relate, connect with that person, and it becomes like hell. And you'll see yourself soon or later, you become a lonely person. You see yourself, you have no friends. You see yourself, you do not have good relationship with the opposite sex, because it's simply because all you care about is you going practicing your addiction, and nothing is as important to you, and things starts to get worse. You see, no drug addict or no addict would ever fall in a million years. They are going to be homeless, they're going to be alcoholics, drug addicts, going to be living on the streets. None of them ever knew that's going to happen to them. And sometimes we laugh at these people, right? A lot of people laugh at them, and we don't realize we actually might be in our way, or we are on the way of actually becoming them, because small things accumulates. You do the wrong thing again and again and again, and over the years it will add up, and you have a recipe for disaster. And if you're suffering from addiction, you are working on my friend, on a recipe for disaster. Sooner or later, your life will become unmanageable and things starts to go downhill. And I'm going to give you an example. If you're an addict, your addiction will become center. So nothing matters more to you than your addiction. You will do anything to get your fix. You no longer work properly. You no longer can pay rent properly. You no longer can connect with people properly. And slowly, life deteriorates. And people start to leave your life, your job, you end up quitting, or you end up getting sacked. Your life becomes unmanageable, you can't pay bills, you start drug, and slowly, you find yourself isolated and in a dark place. And slowly, you become harmful, you think about harmful actions, and things don't look too good. Let me put it this way to you, things will not be great for you. An addiction isolates you because it puts you into fantasy land. It disconnects you from reality. You're no longer here on the reality. You're always in your head thinking about when I want to get my fix. You disconnect from the world, from nature, from people, from God, from the society, from the community, from all of that stuff. You disconnect and you go more inwards, meaning you go more into your heads. Life is lived outside here in the reality, connecting with people, talking with people, having a good time, joining community, going to church, praying, meditating. all of that stuff. But when you stop doing that, you become, everything becomes your addiction. Your addiction will become the #1 priority in your life. When you go to gym, you're not really gonna work out. You think about, oh, when I'm going to go home to act out, or when I'm going to get my fix, or when I'm going to get my drug, or when I'm going to meet that person so I can get my fix. When you go to work, you're not really putting your mind into work. You are thinking about when I'm going to home to get my fix, right? When you're with your friend, you're not really enjoying your time with them because you're thinking about when I'm gonna go home to get my fix, right? When you're out enjoying yourself, you're not really there because you're thinking about when I'm going home to get fix, when I'm going to leave, when I'm going to leave, when I'm going to leave, when I'm going to leave to get my fix. So slowly, when you're going to clean the kitchen, right, you don't do a good job because you're thinking about when I'm gonna get my next fix, and sooner or later your person who owns your house will become angry, or you've done a bad job, and sooner or later you get kicked out of the house and you become homeless, and things will get darker and darker, and all you're focusing on is your addiction, and nothing matters to you, and you're just going out there and practicing more and more, and you go deeper in the hole, and you'll find yourself in a place of no return. I don't believe that. I believe you can always come back, but it gets harder, guys. It gets harder. The more down in the hole you go, the harder it is to get out. So that's why it becomes harder. So it isolates you, it disconnects you, and the solution to it is to stop right there, think about it, and do something about your addiction today, right here, right now, because the longer you leave it, the worse it's going to get. If you want to become the best you, if you want to become the best version of yourself, if you want to become holier, if you want to become more spiritual, if you want to have a relationship with God, if you want to become successful in your health, in your career, or whatever that might be, it's important to overcome addiction, because if you're moving forward with addiction, there's no chance you're going to succeed in anything you do in life. Okay, if you don't trust me, go and try it. There is no way. You just don't have the awareness, you just don't have the capacity, you just won't be able to make the connection. And when you are sober and drug free, people can see your eyes, they can see your energy, they can pick up your vibe, and they will be able to respond to you more, and you'll be able to get the things you want in life. More likely, the awareness, everything will increase. Peace, joy, contentment, all of that stuff, freedom, choice, all of that stuff will become easier and easier. So that's it, really. This is why addiction isolates you, because it can disconnect you from life, and all you go all you do is you go more and more inside your head. And guess what? If you keep on doing that, then you know what can happen, right? You know exactly what can happen. You get harmful, you think about the wrong things, and you could end up in prison, you could end up in whole different kind of places. So it's important to do something about it now. And if you want to do something about it, I'm here to help. I'll leave the link in the description somewhere below this video. Click on that link and join our support community. We help men and women overcome their addiction here in the UK, and we got we helping people internationally, so helping people in Australia, New Zealand, Canada, all around the globe. But here we are based here in the UK. So click on the link, join our community. You get help, support on really how to overcome your addiction. And leave me a comment below, message me, email me, whatever that might be. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are and what kind of video you want me to make next. Or in general, if you have any kind of addiction question you would like to ask, I'm more than happy to answer them. We live in a time and age right now that more and more people having problem with addiction. It's just that time, people are using technology, people are feeling lonelier, disconnected, and all of that stuff. And it's important for me and for others to help people overcome it, because we are never been worse, and it's about to get worse. So thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. Subscribe, press that thumbs up video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, still gives it a thumbs up. That will help me reach out to more people just like yourself, and get my message across, so I can help. Even if I help one person a day overcome their addiction, that goes a long way. Thanks again for watching. Until another video, take care.